Hi guys, welcome. My name is Heather Jones. I am the #1 intuitive teacher. Oh, there we are. There we are. And I teach you the 7 keys of truth. So, you guys, if you're just new here, my name is Heather Jones and I teach intuitive testing. I teach you the 7 keys because the truth is that you have been lied to. So, you have been taught the biggest lie of all time, and I'm here to tell you exactly what that lie is, and I'm here to tell you the truth. So the lie is that you have been taught to silence your truth. You have been taught to silence the #1 gift that will tell you exactly what is wrong. So you have been taught to silence your truth. When you silence your truth, you will silence your messenger. You guys, the messenger is what will set you free. Your messenger is your gift of discernment, your intuition that never lies. It always tells the truth. In fact, doctors and scientists have proven that our bodies are instruments and that every time we ask, we receive. Every time we knock, right, the door is opened unto us, we receive answers instantly. And that is our gift. And so they knew that if they could get us to silence our truth, they knew that if they could get us to doubt ourselves, to doubt our intuition, to constantly seek external validation, that they would win, because they would know that we would always be seeking answers outside of ourselves. And so what that does, what that looks like, is we know what we need. Okay, our bodies know exactly what we need to heal ourselves. So a lot of you guys are dealing with physical chronic pain, bad relationships, money blocks, right? We're destitute because the things that we're dealing with are not physical. They're actually spiritual. The things that we're dealing with, you cannot go to a doctor and they cannot test for the things that you've been dealing with. The traumas, the emotional traumas, the physical traumas, the generational traumas, okay? And so I am here to teach you the truth code, the 7 keys that will set you free. I'm the only person that I know that teaches this information for free. I have spent 10 years and over $15,000 in certifications only to realize that we have always known. We have always had the answer. Your body right now possesses the most purest gift, right? People seek crystal balls. They're like, I wish I had a crystal ball. I wish I had a psychic or a medium or a healer. I wish God would just answer me. You guys, we have something even better than a crystal ball. We have something inside of us that will tell us exactly with a 99.9% accuracy what is wrong with us, what we need to do to fix the problem, what we need to clear in order to bring more money and more abundance and better relationships into our life. And that is your intuition. So here's the problem. We have been taught to silence our intuition for so long that now we're 30, we're 40, we're 50, we're 60, and we have no clue how our intuition speaks to us, okay? We have no clue that every time we ask a question, our body's received an answer. And so I teach you guys for free how to start tapping back into and remembering your gift. Because you see, the problem is that you're not broken, okay? You've just forgotten, and it was intentional. They wanted you to forget, right? I forgot, right? I became a mother who started repeating the same patterns and cycles that I was taught as a child. And I started gaslighting my children's emotions. I started giving them painkillers when their body was trying to tell me what was really wrong. Okay, so key #1, we're gonna go through the 7 keys. Make sure you're following me, don't lose me. Key #1 is your body literally speaks to you through pain. Pain is just the messenger. When you silence the pain, you're silencing the messenger. The messenger does not go away. She stays, but she gets louder and louder, causes more and more physical pain to get you to listen. It's just the SOS signal. And finally, right now you're 30, 40, 50, 60 dealing with chronic pain, cancer, Hashimoto's, autoimmune disorder, fibromyalgia, arthritis, massive inflammation in the body, weight gain. And you're like, I don't understand, right? Ooh, Rachel, I will talk about that, okay? Migraines, right? We have physical symptoms. Physical symptoms are not normal. It is your body trying to communicate that there is something wrong. But what we are taught to do is take a painkiller. When you take a painkiller, you just mask the symptoms. And in a spiritual sense, you're silencing the messenger. Okay, so let me give you an example. My little 4-year-old went into the living room and he threw up. Okay, what I used to do would be run to the kitchen and grab stomach medicine, head medicine, right? Fill him with tons of medications. But this time, because I have the keys, which I'm teaching you for free, I tested. Why did his body throw up? Was it physical? Was it emotional? Was it absorbed energy? You guys, he absorbed energy from me and my husband that morning. So me and my husband, thank you, Julia. Me and my husband got in an argument. My 4-year-old is an empath. We all are. He absorbed that toxic energy. His body knew exactly what to do. It wasn't his. He went in the living room and he purged out the energy. Guess what? He was totally fine all day. Didn't have a headache, didn't have a fever, nothing. Totally fine. So us as adults, we were taught to silence our truth. We were taught by our parents to shut up, to be quiet, to listen to us, to sit down. You're too loud, you're too noisy. Okay, then we went to a public school system where again, we're taught to shut up, be quiet, listen to me, I'm the boss. If you have to pee, I'll tell you when you can go. Okay? And so now we have coaches who tell us what to do. We have pastors and prophets and bishops, church leaders, spiritual gurus, all telling us what we need to do. When the truth is that as little children, we always knew exactly what to do. Okay, if we were sad, we cried. If we didn't feel good, we would reach out for help. Okay, our bodies intuitively knew exactly what to do and we were in tune. We were connected directly to source, and that's how it should be. Okay, so key number 2, you guys, is you could have something physical happening. Okay, I'm not saying everything's spiritual, but I am saying that our bodies know exactly how to heal themselves. So we're going through the 7 keys. I teach you the 7 keys for free. I teach you how to get a yes or a no so you can start trusting that your body has the answers. Okay, key number 2. If it is physical, it's only going to be one of the 3 things. It could be multiple. It's either going to be a parasite, a nutrient deficiency, or a toxin. Okay, it could be multiple of each, but here's the truth. Your body knows. So then why are we doing parasite cleanses when we don't need to do them? Why are we doing heavy metal toxin cleanses if that's not what the problem is? Why are we taking vitamins or supplements if we don't even know if that's what our body needs? So your body will tell you exactly, with a 99.9% accuracy, what the problem is and what you need to take to clear it. Okay? So in my $27 guide, you guys, I give you all the charts. I teach you how to get your yes and no. We go through the 7 keys in detail, how to do that. Now, in my free guide, I list the 7 keys, so at least you know what they are, and I give you a way to test yes or no. So you can learn how to do this on your own, okay? Totally free. So, next key, okay? We're going through the 7 keys. Next key, emotional trauma. If you have ever, and I know those of you who are watching this, you have, because we are meant to come into this life to experience traumas and trials. Okay, this is a testing ground for some of the most, this is for people who want to experience life to the fullest, the hardest way. So for those of you guys who are here, you're like, I'm not playing around, give it to me. And now we're here and like, what did we sign up for? So emotional trauma looks like this. If you have ever experienced sexual trauma, physical trauma, emotional trauma, religious trauma, or spiritual trauma, and I know you have, from the ages of 0 to 25, you did not have the mental capacity, right, to tell yourself the truth about those traumas that you experienced. So for example, when I was 3 and I was 4 and I was 5 and I was 6 and I was 7 and I was being physically abused, being sexually abused, emotionally abused, spiritually abused, I did not have the mental capacity to tell my 3-year-old self the truth about those things that I was experiencing. So there's a couple things that our body will do to protect us. It will either seal the memory into our bodies until we're at an old enough age to process that in a safe environment, or we will create beliefs about ourselves that are not true. So when my mom left me when I was 6, I believed that I was unlovable. When I had the sexual trauma, I believed that I was not good enough, right? That I was unworthy. And so now I'm living my life with these belief systems. I'm attracting relationships that are horrible and toxic. I allow people to abuse me, to treat me horribly because I believe I'm not worthy of anything more than that, okay? So If you have a trapped emotional trauma, your body will tell you, because some of us are 30, 40, 50, 60, and we are dealing with physical chronic pain. And that pain is just the messenger telling you there's something here that is ready to be healed, but you're not listening. You're masking, you're silencing with painkillers. And so there's a very safe way for you to heal those traumas, okay? And it's as simple as just going to that child who was 3, who was 4, who was 5, and telling her the truth. Not reliving the trauma, just what did she need to hear? So you know what I needed to hear when I was 3 years old? That you're not broken, that the things that happened to you were not okay, that you deserve to be happy and fully loved. And there were multiple ages that I had to go back and tell myself the truth, because now, right, my brain has the capacity to acknowledge and recognize what had happened was not right, okay? Does this make sense? So let's go to the next keys. Your body will tell you where, why, what, and how, okay? That is something that's in your body that's causing you physical pain. That's ready to be cleared. So next key, you guys, we're going through the 7 keys. I give you the 7 keys for free. Okay, it took me over 10 years and over $15,000 of certifications just to get all the keys. Keys are just keys to unlock truth faster. So once you tap into your yes and no, your intuition, it will tell you, right, what you need to do to unlock truth. The keys just get you there quicker, okay? I work with doctors, nurses. I work with psychics, mediums, healers, practitioners, right? I teach them a system how to get to the root cause in seconds. And I teach you this too for free. Because the truth is that your body is telling you right now what's wrong. Your body's telling you why you have money blocks, why you have bad relationships, why you're physically sick. But we have to stop silencing the messenger of painkillers, okay? With drugs, with alcohol, with binge eating. We have to stop silencing the messenger. Okay, the messenger is going to set you free. So next key, you guys, generational trauma. So do you know that they have proven through epigenetics that you can have fears, phobias, sicknesses, diseases passed down from your mom and your dad multiple generations back? So you could be sitting here right now with a terrible fear or phobia, and it's not yours, okay? You could be sitting here with money blocks, fear around money. It's not yours, generationally passed down, right? You can have fear of failure. You can have sickness or disease in your body that was passed down, right? Cancer can be passed down generationally. So you can know exactly which key, okay? You can know exactly which key that will set your pain free. Okay? Thanks for reposting. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for tapping the screen, you guys. Because what this does is it shares this information for other people who are desperately seeking truth. Okay? So let's go to the next key. Okay, we're going through the 7 keys. I give you the keys for free. Make sure you're following me. Make sure you get my free guide. Hey, Kayleen. Okay, next key. Where are my empaths in here? So if you want to get in contact with me, you guys, check out the link in my bio. Get my free guide. Make sure you're following me, okay? Get my $27 guide if you want all the charts. If you want how to do exactly how I do this. We're going to be doing one-on-ones at the end of this because I want to show you exactly how you can get to the root cause of your sickness, your pain, your money blocks in literal seconds, okay? It takes seconds. So look at all my empaths in here, okay? For all of my empaths in here, you are an empath, a super duper incredible empath because of your trauma. So the truth is that you had to become totally aware of your surroundings. You had to be aware of everyone's energy because you needed to protect yourself in a second if the energy changed, if the dynamics changed, right? A lot of us who grew up in chaos recognized when energy shifted, I need to protect myself because I don't know if I'm going to get physically abused or sexually abused, right? So we are empaths, usually from trauma, right? And so here's the thing that we do. A lot of us, we are actually dumpster cans for a lot of people in their energy too, because we have such big hearts. We allow people to just dump and dump and dump their energy on us, okay? just dump and dump. We take it. We have people that tell us their whole life stories, right? I've never been able to share this with anyone before. Because you beautiful empaths, we have no boundaries because we were taught through experience that nobody respects our boundaries anyways, right? So as children, usually the trauma, there were no boundaries. People could hurt us, right? They could dump on us and we just had to take it. And so now we're adults thinking we have to do the same thing. Okay, so these are patterns and cycles that we need to break. So if you have absorbed energy, this is the next key. Hey, Sarah, welcome back, Queen. Some of us might be absorbing energy and we don't even know it. So we're going through the absorbed key and it looks like this. So anytime somebody comes within 9 feet of you, you actually pick up their energy. That's why when you walk into a room or you go into a store, or you go into church, you can feel people's energy. You know when you get the ick, okay? Well, if you stay in someone's energy for too long, right, about 20 minutes, it's called quantum entanglement. Your energies are connected. But what happens is when you leave, you might actually take some of their energy with you, okay? That's why you can be having a totally fine day and all of a sudden you get tired or fatigued or you get a headache. You're like, where did this come from, okay? You may have absorbed someone's energy and you took it as your own. So how do you know, right? You have your intuition that tests yes or no. If you test yes for absorbed energy, it's not yours. You can clear it. You can command this energy to leave your body now in seconds. So I have gotten off lives before where my chest hurt. Okay, I tested which key. It was absorbed energy. Oh, it's not mine. Send it back to sender. Okay, fill myself with unconditional love and the pain is gone in seconds. So imagine if you are someone who's an empath who absorbs energy all the time and you've done it since you were a child. No wonder you're exhausted. So how do you test? So you guys get my free guide. I teach you a way, okay? It uses the whole body to test yes or no. And then my 7 keys are just the systems I created for you to get to the root cause in seconds. Okay? It's just the gateway. Is it physical? Is it emotional? Is it generational? Is it absorbed energy? Okay, we just have a couple more keys. Okay? Your body will tell you exactly what you need to do to clear and heal the pain. Sometimes it's not pain. Sometimes it's a money block. Sometimes it's bad relationships. It works for everything. Okay? So make sure you're following me. Thanks for tapping the screen. I do have a $27 guide. Okay, the $27 guide is for those who are ready to go all in. When you test yes for physical, right, we need to know what parasite, what toxin, what nutrient deficiency. So the charts will show that, okay? If we test emotional trauma, we need to know, okay? Was it physical? Was it spiritual, right? What age did it happen? Do I need to know more? Do I need to know the emotion, right? If it's generational trauma, who did it come from? Mom or dad? How many generations back? Is it absorbed energy? Do I need to know more? Okay, we have 2 more keys. Okay, we have 2 more keys. I'm so excited. If you're new to this, make sure you're following me and get my free guide. No matter what, start with my free guide. I list the 7 keys. We go really deep into the first 3 keys, physical and emotional, and your body speaks to you through pain. Okay? And then in my $27 guide, we go into every single key with all the charts, graphs, okay? This is 10 years of experience and over $15,000 in certifications that I put into the most easy, beautiful system. Because the truth is that you don't need all these certifications. This is why I was so pissed after 10 years. I was like, God, people just need to trust this, their intuition, their gift, okay? Yes, the free content is linked in my bio. So if you click the link in my profile, okay, you'll see the free breakthrough guide. Get that. That also has a free Live Empowered course. It also has a free course, okay? It is the best personal development course that you can take for free. So make sure you guys get my free guide. It's life-changing. Okay, who's ready for the next 2 keys? Who's ready for the next 2 keys? So, yes, Heather, that's my name too. So we're going to go into one of my favorite keys, okay? And it is so prevalent in today's world, and that's why it is my favorite key, because I know that most things that people are dealing with are spiritual. Okay? When I say spiritual, I mean it cannot be tested in a doctor's lab, right? So when I was a little girl, I saw demonic entities with my own eyes. I felt them. I had sleep paralysis. I was silenced. I was harassed. I was attacked. When I was a little girl, I physically witnessed with my own eyes demonic entities, shadow beings, deceivers, right? And so as a little girl, I have always known God and Jesus because I witnessed the dark, okay, physically. And so because there was so much abuse in my home, physical trauma, generational trauma, right? Those things were very present. Now I'm a little girl. I don't have the mental capacity to tell myself the truth about what I'm experiencing. Because I'm a little girl, I don't know that I have the power to cast those things out in Jesus' name, right? Adults know that. So here I am, 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, absolutely terrified to go to bed at night because I don't know what type of night terrors I'm going to have. I'm terrified to close my eyes because I'm afraid that the things that I see with my eyes open are going to attack me. I wake up and my mouth is bound shut. I try to scream for my mom and dad and I can't, right? The words are taken from my mouth. So I don't teach the spiritual key to cause fear, because the truth is, you guys, is when I started studying demonology, scripture, right? As I went to church on Sunday and Jesus taught that he could cast out demonic entities and swine, that he taught Peter, James, and John that sometimes you need to fast before you could clear these things, right? I knew that he was speaking truth. I knew that those things were real, but I also learned that I had power over them. And so as an adult, I learned how to set terms and boundaries to my field. I learned that if I saw something, I can send it away in literal seconds, and you can too. And then again, you guys, I experienced something that lasted over a decade. So we're talking about the spiritual key, you guys, for those who just joined. So when I was 21, I started developing migraines. Someone in here said my 7-year-old is getting migraines. If you get headaches, I want you to listen to this, because this could be the key that will transform and change your entire life. It did for me. I'm 21, I'm getting migraines every day. Severe migraines, to the fact where I'm literally in bed 3 out of the 7 days, 4 out of the 7 days a week. I go to the doctors, I tell the doctors, I think I have a tumor, okay? They sign me up, they send me to a specialist, I go to the specialist, I get labs done, the labs come back. I guess this is what the specialist said. Oh, you're just having migraines. It's normal, you're just having migraines. I'm here to tell you that migraines are not normal. They are not, okay? And so here I am, 21 years old, being told that my pain that's putting me in bed for 3 to 4 hours a day is normal, and they put me on a painkiller. This painkiller is called Imitrex. This prescription has side effects that are deadly. So I'm on this prescription for 11 years, okay? I'm going to get to the point. I got to a appointment where I did not bring my medication. So for those of you who get migraines or headaches, you know that if you cannot get to your prescription medication or any type of pain, you're almost on your way to the emergency. You know what's coming. The pain is so bad, it's terrifying, right? You kind of freak out. You have panic attack. I need my medication. So I reach out to my friend and I tell her, I need your help because I'm about to get a migraine. If I don't get my medication, I know I'm going to have to go to the emergency room. So she taps in, she calls me back. She said, Heather, you are being attacked by legions of entities. Legions of entities. And you guys, the chill up my spine, I felt it and I knew that what she spoke to me was true. Okay? I went into the bathroom, I put my hand to the square and I tried to cast them out, right? And my mouth was bound shut. I couldn't speak. So in my mind, I pleaded to God, I pleaded to Jesus, please cast them out of my presence. That was the first time in 11 years that I did not have a full-blown migraine and I did not get put in bed or go to the emergency room. And that in itself was a miracle. So if you are watching this and you are dealing with physical chronic pain, I'm not saying it is spiritual, but I'm saying it very well could be, and you can test and know for yourself. And so for the first time in 11 years, you guys, I was free of my medication. And since then, I have never had a migraine. And if I do, it's physical, right? It's magnesium before my period or something. So this is me telling you that you can literally be attacked spiritually, physical pain from demonic, unclean, fiery dart of the adversary. Okay, but I'm not here to tell you these things through fear. I'm just here to tell you that you can test yes or no. And if it's not, your body will tell you what it is. Okay, so that's the spiritual key. Not being able to lose weight, we'll talk about that too. So how many of you guys, there's two sides of the spiritual key. How many of you guys have been dealing with ringing in the ears, massive fatigue, feel like you've been swimming underwater, like the pressure on your head, okay, has been crazy? How many of you guys have been dealing with that? So if you have, yeah, I want to tell you that there's an upside to the spiritual key, and that is integration ascension. Yeah. So I have been working with a lot of people and they're massively fatigued. And this is what's happening. Our bodies are actually going through an ascension process more than ever. Since 2012 to now, it's been this huge, massive awakening. And so our bodies are trying to catch up to the higher vibrational frequency. Okay. As your spiritual gifts are awakening, as your discernment is awakening, your body is ascending, and it can mimic fatigue, ears ringing, okay, extreme tiredness. And that's not anything that you're doing wrong. Yeah, sometimes it feels like seasonal allergies or the flu or the cold. Yeah, but you can test. You could know. So sometimes my ears will ring off the charts, and I'll test spiritual and I'll know it's ascension, or I'll test that it's not good. Okay. So you have the keys. The keys will tell you exactly what it is. So if you test yes to the spiritual key and it's integration or ascension, or there's a message from an angel or something that's coming in, you know exactly what to do. What about nervous system issues? So nervous system issues is dysregulation, right? There's something wrong with your body. Your body's trying to tell you what it is, and you keep silencing it with painkillers. So if you're in fight or flight, we need to ask our body why. Which key will unlock our truth? Why am I feeling this way? Why do I have anxiety? Why do I have depression? Why do I feel like I'm going to have a panic attack? Okay, your body will tell you. It's physical. It's emotional. It's generational. It's absorbed energy. It's spiritual, right? Your body will tell you, and then you can clear in seconds. That's how powerful these keys are. So if you just joined, make sure you're following me. Get my free guide, okay? How do you ask your body, right? I teach you how to do that in my free guide, how to get your yes and how to get your no. So in a few minutes here, we're going to be doing a one-on-ones, and I'm going to show you how I do it, and it's super fast and easy. So I learned a system in Germany, how to test yes or no so fast. So I got certified in the States through kinesiology, and I just couldn't do it. It was too hard for me. The free guide is linked in my bio, okay? It's under breakthrough. Yes. So I hate the word muscle testing because I feel like it distorts truth because you're not testing your muscles, right? Your body's speaking truth through intuition. So in the States, they call it kinesiology muscle testing. I am certified in that. That is not what I use in my $27 guide, but in my free guide, I do teach you the body sway test, how to get a yes, how to get a no, okay? Okay. So one more key. We will talk about that. So she said, what about this left burning sensational on my left side? It could be spiritual. It could be physical. It could be emotional, right? Your body will tell you. It could be absorbed energy, right? Anything that you're dealing with that is pain or uncomfortable, okay, that is key number one. Your body is trying to speak to you. Your body has a secret language, okay? Pain is just messenger. When you're feeling pain, it's your body trying to communicate, hey, there's something here, let's fix it. But instead of fixing it, helping it, we mask it, we silence it, okay? So let's go to the last key. Who's ready for the last key? So the last key, okay, there's 7 keys. The last key is the past life key. Now for all of you guys who are like, oh, I'm jumping off, I'm done. If this does not resonate with you, that's okay. So 10 years ago, it didn't resonate with me either, right? I just didn't believe in it. But then I had my own personal experience where I was dealing with massive chest pain, right? I used the keys. I kept asking, why do I have this chest pain? And so after about 3 weeks, I finally asked my body, and my body said, it's not from this lifetime. And I didn't understand what that meant. And so a couple days later, I asked my body again, what is this chest pain? And my body told me it's not from this lifetime. So I did a past life meditation, and I saw myself as a redheaded princess in a castle. But it was not glorious or magical, right? I was a woman, so I had no voice. I had no worth. I was treated less than the dog, and I was used for one thing only, and that was to produce a male heir. Okay? Other than that, I was worthless, and I felt that to my core. So when I came out of that meditation, I still had massive chest pain. And I was like, okay, why did I experience that? So I did a session with a friend. Okay, I didn't tell her anything, but I told her I'm having physical chest pain, right? And so we did a session about 5-10 minutes in. I tell her that I think I believe in multiple probations, past lives. She's like, oh, good, so do I. She's like, I see a little redheaded girl running through the field. And you guys, in that moment when she said a redheaded little girl, I knew that she was connected and was seeing exactly what I saw in a different time, right? She saw the younger version of what I was seeing. And she told me so much more about that experience. But you guys, when I got the message, my whole soul, my body lit on fire. I knew what she was speaking was truth. And within a matter of minutes, my chest pain was completely gone. So you might be dealing with physical pain right now in your body, and it is tied to a past life. Okay, it is your body communicating there's something here that's ready to be cleared. But you keep masking it with painkillers. So since then, I have certified in multiple, right, certifications. One of them, quantum healing hypnosis therapy, past life regression, okay? NLP hypnosis taps into that. And I'm here to tell you that you do not need to spend thousands of dollars in certifications to know if you have something past life and if it's ready to be clear and what the lesson is to learn. All you need is your yes and no, the 7 keys. Do I have something in my past life that needs to be cleared now? Yes or no? If no, then you don't. If yes, then what? And your body will tell you, okay? I'm telling you, you do not need a 3 to 5 hour session to figure those things out. Yeah. So I got my NLP hypnosis certification, right? Certified in emotion code, theta healing, MAP, inner wise, human design, breakthrough. You guys, what I teach you in breakthrough, my free guide, that is what Tony Robbins teaches in his $350,000 week program. And I give it to you for free. So it took me a whole year in certification to certify in breakthrough. Okay? You do not need to do that. Okay? You do not need years and years of certifications to get the answers within. Your intuition will tell you. Okay? I walk you through how to clear the trauma, the childhood trauma, right? The 3rd key, if you test yes to trauma, emotional trauma, right? Your body is ready to clear it. And there's a safe, sacred, easy way to do that at home. Who did you go for your certification for which one, right? There's a lot of them. So through my breakthrough certification, that was through Chris Crone, okay? Through my NLP hypnosis, that was through David Key. Through my Inner Wise certification, that was through, I think his name's Ivar, it's German, okay? Have you helped women get much better, fully healed? Yes. For endometriosis, yes. I have helped hundreds of thousands of women, hundreds if not thousands of women, right? Go from a 10-10 pain to a 0 pain in literal minutes. And the truth is that I'm not healing them. I'm giving them truth. I'm helping them remember that they have the power to heal themselves. I'm giving them the keys, right? That is what God meant when he said, or Jesus meant when he said, right? When you drink from my well, you will never thirst again. But if you drink from everybody else's wells, you will be thirsty. And so you're trying to satisfy yourself with all these external things, drugs, alcohol, food, prescription medications, right? But the truth is you can get the answers in here, and it'll tell you exactly how to heal yourself with a 99.9% accuracy. I don't have well water. No, it's the well of eternal life that's within you. Okay? It is that pure source connection that's in you to test. So you guys, those are the 7 keys. Thank you for tapping that screen. Let's tap, tap, tap. So my goal is to get to 100,000 likes, okay? I don't get paid for them, but what does happen is it gives these videos to people who need these keys. Okay, it gives people the 7 keys for free. I'm the only person that I know that teaches all of this information for free. Why do I do it? Because that's what I was told to do. I asked to be used as an instrument to teach these, well, to teach, to help. And then I got all the certifications. I learned this system. I remembered this system, and God said, go teach now. Okay, go help as many people as you can remember. Okay, so as you remember your worth and your value and your divine connection to source, you become so unstoppable and powerful. Thank you, Hannah. What certifications do you have? I already mentioned them. Okay, way too many. You don't need the certifications. If you feel called, by all means, right? By all means, go do them. What is my top what? Certification? They're all different. So I learned, the very first thing I did was certified as a Reiki master, okay, through Kara Brandt in Utah. Incredible, right? That helped me remember part of my intuition and my spiritual gifts, that I have spiritual gifts, okay? Then I certified in NLP hypnosis, okay? Then I went down the quantum healing hypnosis therapy route. Then I learned emotion code, okay? Then I took MAP. Then I learned Innerwise. Then I learned human design. Then I learned breakthrough, okay? But I'm here to tell you that you don't need the certifications. What you need to do is, when you remember your intuition, that is your divine connection to source. And as you start learning how to ask the right questions, you can ask any question. What are my spiritual gifts? Show me what my spiritual gifts are. Awaken my spiritual gifts, right? What is my purpose? Who am I? Why am I supposed to be here? What is my physical pain? Show me where it is. How do I clear it? Okay? So the one-on-ones are 60 minutes, okay? I would love to do a one-on-one with you. If my son did hypnosis at 11, could it be affecting him now? It could be. It could be if the practitioner was not 100% truth, but you could know. So for those of you guys who have children, right, get my $27 guide, because I teach you exactly how to do this for your kids, okay? You can ask, which key, okay? So depending on what your son is experiencing, you could say, which key will unlock his truth? Is it physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed? Okay? All right, someone's flagging my video. Hold on, you guys. Someone's flagging my video. As soon as I speak truth. Hold on. Hold on, I need to block a couple people. You guys, if this information is not for you, please just do yourself a favor and leave. Don't flag my video for misinformation. That's ridiculous. Okay, so I teach this information for free because the truth is so many people are being lied to. Okay, so many people are being taught that they have to seek external validation to heal themselves. That is a lie. Okay, that is the biggest corrupt lie. Yeah, all these are on YouTube, so that's okay. I think I blocked whoever was flagging my videos. So learn the 7 keys. Trust that you have the gift of intuition within inside of you. Okay? Trust that you have all the answers you need to be able to heal yourself. So we are going to be doing one-on-ones. So The reason why I do one-on-ones, yeah, sorry, I could see your messaging me. So if you guys want more information, in the link in my bio, you can get my free guide. Make sure you get my free guide. Make sure you're following me, okay? If you want to book on one-on-one, I'd love to. If you want to join my spiritual mastery course, I would love for you to join. In the spiritual mastery course, we're also doing the 40-day money ritual. We're doing Kriya, which is incredible. Trying to get comfortable. Okay. Is depression a spiritual condition? It could be. Could be, right? Usually depression is worried about things from the past. Anxiety is worried about things in the future. So if you have depression, you're going to ask your body, what's the first key that's going to unlock my truth? Okay? And so your body is going to tell you exactly what you need to do. How about hypothyroidism? That's key number 1. Your body is telling you there's something wrong here, right? You can use my $27 guide. You can use the physical sheet to see if there is anything physical, what you need to take. Okay, but it could be spiritual. Okay, could be emotional, could be generational, could be absorbed energy, right? Your body will tell you exactly what you need to do. So make sure, for those of you guys who are following, get my free guide. Thank you, Sally. Start with the free guide. You guys, this is free information. Diamond, and is it your depression or someone else's, right? You can know. You can know. So you guys, the reason why I teach these things is to teach you to stop seeking external validation for your truth. Okay? Okay. So we're ready to do one-on-ones. So should a person use medication for depression? That is a personal decision. So this is why I teach people these keys, right? Because I am not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional who's here to diagnose. I am here to teach you that you have the keys. So if you are feeling depression, okay, there could be a chemical imbalance, but the chemical imbalance is being caused usually from something in your past, right? Depression is being depressed about the past. There could be a childhood trauma. There could be some physical, sexual abuse, right? Your body will tell you exactly what you need to do. So I have worked with people who were on painkillers, right? And they were able to get off of those medications because they didn't need it. They healed at the root, right? Okay, hold on. I need to see. Yeah, I would be very suspicious of Big Pharma too. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do one-on-ones. Yeah. How do you break family generational curses forever? Well, first of all, you got to test to see if that's actually what it is. Okay? I love that. Yeah, doctors still leave it to the person. So I can tell you my husband suffers a lot with anxiety and depression. And every time we'd go to the doctors, they would always try to push medications, okay? What we realized was that my husband had blocked trauma from when he was 7, right? Sexual trauma that he didn't recognize he had. So it took almost 15 years of doing this work for his body to be safe enough to share the trauma that had happened. So a lot of us are dealing with emotional traumas that are stuck in our body, that are causing us actual physical pain. So it looks like this, okay? This is all science too. If you have a belief in yourself that you are unworthy or you're not good enough because of a trauma, okay? Your body, every thought you think creates a chemical in your body. So let's say that I had sexual trauma as a child, and I did. I created a belief in myself that I'm not good enough. So now that belief is creating a chemical compound and it's being put into my body. That chemical compound is now being counteracted by nutrients. So my body is pushing nutrients at this chemical to balance it out. Well, eventually my body is going to be completed of that nutrient. Okay? Because I didn't clear this belief. So now my body is depleted of the nutrients. So now I can't fight this emotion. So then what happens is there becomes holes or barrier or walls in the body. Okay? And now toxins start coming in. And then parasites start coming in. And now we have this cycle, right, of toxicity in our body. And all we had to do was go and clear that trauma, right? Remove it from our body so that our body isn't producing those chemicals from our thoughts. Okay? Does this make sense? So everything is beautifully done. Our bodies know exactly what to do, how to fight things off. So when you test yes to a nutrient deficiency, your body's going to tell you if you need to clear an emotion or if you need food or a supplement. Okay? Your body's going to tell you if you have a parasite. Your body's going to tell you where the emotion was, why that parasite came. Did it come because of a nutrient deficiency? Did it come because of a toxin? Okay? So these are all things that you can know. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to spend the next little while doing one-on-ones. Okay? One-on-ones are not me healing you. I'm not your savior. I'm not your psychic or medium. I'm holding sacred space, and we're going to tap into what your body wants to clear first. And then you are going to do the clearing, the healing. Okay? And you can know exactly how I do this and how to do this for other people too. So if you want to learn exactly how I'm doing this, okay, I teach you exactly how in my $27 guide. So this is what you need to do. If you want me to test for you, you need to say, I give you permission. I have a 10-10 pain, and this is what I'm trying to work on. My neck, my back, okay? If you have a money block, you can say, I have a money block, okay? This is how much I want to make. I give you permission. So, yay, Mel. I'm so excited. Okay. Okay, and so I'm just going to write names down in a list. Make sure you are tapping the screen while you're waiting for me to test, and that you're sharing and that you're following me, okay? If you want me to tap in, you have to be following me. And you have to get my free guide because I want you to be able to do this for yourself. I want you to leave this call and say, wow, I know exactly what to do and how to heal myself, okay? Because this is the truth that they don't want you to know. This is the truth. They don't want you to know that you can heal yourself, that you can tap into your pain in literal seconds. Okay? You can't say, I just give you permission. You have to say exactly what it is. Okay? So Leanna. So she says dysregulated nervous system, hypothyroidism, and depression. Okay, what's the pain level? Probably a 10, I would assume. Okay, Leanna. Yay, got the free guide. Okay, Cece. Okay, she's 9-10, endometriosis. Okay. Okay, so financial block, Martha. So Martha, let me know which one you want to work on first. So financial, and I can tap into what your body, financial and weight. I will say that most weight gain, you guys, is just protection. Okay, most weight gain is protection. And a lot of people who go through menopause and they gain a bunch of weight, it's because their body is creating safety as they release all the years of silencing their truth. And it's like you almost hit this, when you become 40 and 50, you're like, I'm not going to allow disrespect anymore. It's not that women go crazy. It's that women finally hit their breaking point where they're done, right? They're not putting up with the bull crap. They're not going to be passive anymore. They're like, nope, I'm not putting up with this anymore. And their body gains a bunch of weight because it's almost like a protection bubble as they start clearing, as they start setting boundaries, okay? So many cool things. Belle's womb. Oh, the womb. I love womb clearing. Okay. I think it's so funny when people do restricted for misinformation. I think that's so funny. Joanna, I've been healing and got your Reiki attunement. Okay, and still can't lose weight. So this is why I tell people, this is why I teach the keys too. I work with a lot of people in the holistic realm, like psychics, mediums, people who do Reiki, people who have their own practices. Because you guys, the truth is that with the 7 keys, you can tap into the root in seconds. So that it's just a system for you to be able to get to the root cause in seconds, okay? Because I, like a Reiki master, it would take me hours to get to the root cause, right? I'd be like hours trying to pull the energy. I didn't need that. I just needed a system. Ask the messenger, and the messenger will tell you. Hi, Policia from South Africa. So Valerie, thank you, Miss B. Valerie, weight, financial block. Okay. Sounds like there is a theme today, and the theme is weight. And there's always a main theme usually in these. Okay. And then we have Danny. Oops, where did you go? Okay, so I have a pretty good list for now. So I have A, Kelly, Leanna, Cece, Martha, Bells, Joanna, Valerie, and Danny. Okay, so we're going to start there. Make sure you guys are following me and you got the free guide, because the last thing I want is for you guys to continue on this path of seeking external validation for what your body already knows. Okay, I need you to learn this information. I am only one person. I cannot teach everybody in the entire world. So I need you to learn, and then I need you to spread this information for free. Tell everybody that they've been lied to, that they have the answers, that they have a gift from God called their intuition, that their intuition speaks with a 99.9% accuracy, okay? So that's what you guys can do. Like, share, and keep tapping those hearts while you're waiting, okay? So let's build a community of truth. So this is what the free breakthrough guide looks like, you guys. When you download it, share it. I bet you we can list on our fingers 5 people, right? 5 people. So you guys, this is the breakthrough method that Tony Robbins teaches. I teach it to you for free, okay? You don't need to spend $350,000 for one private week, okay? You just don't, okay? Then we also go into the keys, right? I give you the keys for free. You guys, it took me 10 years just to get these keys, okay? The free guide is powerful. Now, if you want to get my $27 guide, right, that is the whole shebang. So it has all the charts for each of the keys. We go into each of the keys, okay? Teaches you exactly which key, how to use it. And then in the back, it gives you exactly how to do this for other people, right? Because you want to be able to help your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, right? Then I teach you the exact method that I learned in Germany, how to get a yes or no. Okay, so it's incredible. Okay, all right, so A. Kelly, are you ready? So A. Kelly, so this is what we're gonna do. So we're all gonna hold sacred space for the people that we're testing. Yes, Mel. Oh, Mel, I forgot to add you on my list. Mel, let's put you on the bottom of the list, and we'll see if I have permission to tap in with your son. Okay. Okay, so A. Kelly. So you guys, there is a universal way for people to clear. And so I spent so much time and energy learning other people's processes, how to clear, right? In NLP hypnosis, there's a way. In emotion code, there's a way. In MAP, there's a way. There's so many different ways or processes to clear. I will tell you that after working with hundreds of people across the entire globe, the fastest way to clear is so simple and easy, okay? Number 1 is breath, breathing. When you are in pain and you are in stress, you stop breathing. When you stop breathing, you cut off oxygen to your brain. Your brain then produces cortisol. It is the stress hormone. When that cortisol is released into your body, it causes inflammation, right? It causes belly fat. Okay, stress is the leading cause of death because of the chemicals that are produced in your body, all from breath. So babies come out of the womb breathing. I don't have to teach breath. So as you are clearing this pain, I need you to breathe. I teach people how to breathe unconditional love into their bodies. I don't have to teach unconditional love. That is a universal language. I don't care what denomination you are, what religion you are, what color you are, what you identify as. When I say hold unconditional love and breathe unconditional love into your body, you know exactly what I'm saying and meaning, okay? So that's all you're going to do. As you breathe and as you give yourself sacred space and hold unconditional love into your body might cry, it might shake, it might purge, it might throw up. It is just giving your body permission for the first time to release these trapped emotions or traumas in your body, okay? So A. Kelly, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to scoot this in a little bit closer. So I'm going to ask, which key does A. Kelly body need? But first I'm going to ask if I have permission. Okay, I have permission. Is it physical, emotional, spiritual, generational? So she has lower back pain, 6'8", and the first key that her body said was generational. So we're just speaking to the messenger. You have this too, okay? So do we need to know more, right? We don't shut the messenger up till the messenger has given us the full message. Okay, do we need to know more? Okay, my name is Heather. It's generational. Does she need to know more? Nope. So if your body tells you don't need to know more, it means you can clear. So if you have pain, so A. Kelly has pain in her back, she's going to breathe unconditional love into her back. And then each breath, she's going to see the pain leaving her body. And this is what she's going to say. I command the generational trauma that is trapped in my back to leave now. That's it. And then just keep breathing. Okay. This is going to bring her pain to a 7, a 6, a 5, a 4. This is going to bring her pain to a 4, which means there's another key. You can have multiple keys trapped in your body. So when I do my one-on-ones, when I'm working with people, we literally can get to the root cause of the pain in seconds. This is what we're doing for Kelly. Does she need another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual. So the next key is spiritual. So all my Reiki masters and energy healers, you're like, wow, this is so fast, because you can tap into this the same way too. So it's spiritual. So there's two sides of spiritual. It's the good, it's the bad, okay? It's demonic, it's an unclean spirit, it's a fiery dart, it's a curse. Legion. Okay, so it's legion. I don't teach the spiritual key in any way to cause fear, because there should be no fear when you're dealing with any type of demonic or entity attachment, and it's not how they show in movies. Sometimes it is, but in most cases it's not, okay? So this pain attached to your back is where these legions of entities are attached. So do we need to know more? Yes. Does she need to know when this happened? Yes. Age 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through 15, 15 to 20, age 15, age 6. So at age 17, Neri, get my free guide, Queen, so that you can ask that question to your higher self. And yes, it can. If you believe you can heal yourself, you can. So at age 17 is when these legions attached. Does she need to know more? Yes. So we need to know the emotion attached to it. So I'm going to go into my $27 guide. I'm going to flip over to the emotion chart. Okay. And then I'm going to use my intuitive testing that I teach you in my guide. And I'm going to find the right emotion. Front page, back page, 50 through 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Okay, lost. So the feeling of being lost at 17. So this is how you clear demonic. This is how I say it. There's no right or wrong way. Okay, so you need to tap into how you are taught to clear things and what feels right for you. So this is how I do it. But you can add and say whatever you want. So when I'm clearing demonic entities from my body, this is how I do it. I command these demonic entities to leave my body now. I remove any tracers or trackers that were put on my body, and I become invisible to you. You can never find me in any timeline, in any dimension or space. I remove this energy of lost from my body when I was 17 years old. And then Kelly, I want you to see that 17-year-old woman, okay, little girl. I want you to tell her the truth. What did she need to know about herself, right, to be able to clear this feeling of lost in her body? And when you're done with that, you're going to test, has that been cleared 100%? Okay, yes or no. If you get a yes, then it's done. Why do demons follow your command? Because even God said that Satan can hurt your heel, but you could crush his head. You can. Because we are powerful. We are literal creations of Christ consciousness, okay? It's within us. And so by your word, things will happen. Okay? So that's been cleared 100%. Good job, Kelly. This will bring her pain to a 0. Yes. Does she need another key? No. Am I Christian? Yes. I believe in God. 100%. Okay? But I'm not religious. Okay? Yes, our weakness lets them in. Our strength makes them disappear. So you guys, why I test what the emotion was is because usually that is what anchors in. A lot of times during sexual trauma or physical trauma, those things can enter in, right? Not by our choice, but because of the emotion or the energy we feel about ourselves after those things have happened, okay? But once again, I teach these keys for you to get your own truth. These keys are living keys. They will change based off of your interpretation of them too. So Kelly, how are you feeling? So she was at a 6-8 on her lower back. Now what are you feeling, Kelly? How to know if it's spiritual? You use the keys. You tap into your intuition. You learn how to get a yes or no, and then you ask which key. Okay, almost a lock in my upper middle back. Okay, so what I want you to see is I want you to witness the healing, and I want you to command these legions of entities to leave your body now in all timelines, dimension, and space. And then breathe unconditional love into that back pain and see, just keep breathing till it releases, okay? And then see with your mind's eye the healing happening. Okay? And then make sure you see your 17-year-old self and tell her the truth. What did she need to hear? And then let us know as that pain starts going down, okay? All right, Leanna, you here? And you guys, thanks for following. Thanks for tapping those hearts. If you're waiting, make sure you're tap, tap, tap. So for those of you guys who are not on the list yet, I do see you. Please get my free guide right now. Go download it. Start reading just the first part, right? It will help you release the pain. Leanne. Okay, so we're going to work with Leanna. Depression. Okay, we're going to tap in. Do I have permission? Yes. So the free guide is linked in my bio. Okay. So the free guide is linked in my bio. So I already have my list for today. That's why I say get my free guide. Make sure you're following me so that you can learn how to do this for yourself. Yes, this works for anxiety. I never have anxiety or depression because I use the keys. My body will tell me exactly why I'm experiencing that. Okay? Yeah, it's linked in my bio. Double click my profile picture and it'll bring you to my bio. So we're working with Leanna. Okay? So first I need to ask if I have permission, and I do. We're going to ask her body, what is the first key? This is what you will do too at home. Is it physical? Is it emotional? Is it spiritual? Is it generational? Is it past life? Is it absorbed? So the first key I got for you, Leanna, is generational. Okay, they have proven through epigenetics you can have things passed down through your mom or your dad. This has been passed down through your dad. Does she need to know more? Yes. Does she need to know how many generations? No. Does she need to know the emotion? Yes. Front page 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20 through 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Helplessness. So this was helplessness that was passed down through your dad's line. Okay? So you have the helplessness in your body. So how do you clear that, right? She's dealing with depression. How do you think it would feel if you were carrying helplessness in your body, right? So, Leanna, you're just going to I command this generational trauma, this feeling of helplessness to leave my body now, in all timelines, in all dimensions, in all space. Okay? And you're going to feel that energy moving through your body, and you're going to witness the clearing happening. Okay? Hey, Kelly, are you serious, love? Yes. So you guys, we just worked with A. Kelly. She was a 6 to 8, 10. 6 to 8 lower back pain. Her pain is gone. That was literally minutes. Did I heal Kelly? Nope. Kelly just needed to listen to the messenger, and the messenger is your gift from God, you guys. It's your intuition. It will tell you exactly what you need to do. When you listen to the messenger, when she's done speaking, she leaves, right? She takes the pain with her. It's just communication. Okay? Amazing job, Kelly. So how do you communicate? You learn how through intuitive testing. After you start doing intuitive testing for so long, you're going to recognize your intuition, how it feels. It's the same when you get a yes, and it's the same when you get a no. And over time, you don't even need to test because you are so locked in. Like, I get so locked in, I know it's a yes before I even ask. Okay? All right, Leanna. So she's clearing generational trauma of feeling helpless. That's not hers, right? Does she need another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual. There's always a theme, you guys. We did the same thing with Kelly. So, Leanne, spiritual. Okay, there's 2 sides to the spiritual key. The 7 keys I give you for free, they're in my bio. Make sure you get my free guide. Is it the good? It's the bad. Oh, Kelly. Yeah. Allow yourself to cry too. Just get it all out. So Leanna is dealing with depression. She just cleared helplessness generationally. Now there's something spiritually attached to her. We're going to ask what? Is it demonic? It's an unclean. Okay. Is it an earthbound? It's okay. So an unclean spirit. Okay. An unclean spirit is a spirit who died. And they chose to stay. They chose not to go into the light. And so they're attached to you, Leanna. Are there more than one? So it's a female. Do we need to know when it attached to her? Yes. Age 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through 15. So at age 16 is when this unclean spirit attached to you. Does she need to know more? Yes. Does she need to know the emotion? Yes. Front page, back page, 50 through 60, 61, 62. So worry. So the emotion was worry at 16. Oh. Yeah, you have chills. Yeah, that's because we're getting to the root, right? When my friend told me I had legions of entities, I got the chills because it was truth. My body was responding. Does she need to send it into the light? She needs to clear. Okay, so Leanne, all you have to do is you just have to command this unclean spirit to leave your body now, that you become invisible. It cannot find you. Okay, it cannot feed off of your energy anymore, right? And then I want you to fill your body with unconditional love, and I want you to set terms and boundaries. And then I want you to clear this worry from your body when you're 16, okay? I command this worry to leave my body, and I fill it with unconditional love. And then see your 16-year-old self. What did she need? Why was she worried? What's the truth about that situation? Okay? And then once she hears the truth and knows that that is the truth, right? You fill her with unconditional love. Then we test. Has that unclean spirit been cleared? Okay, not yet. But once you clear that and command it to leave, then we'll test and I'll see if it's been cleared. Aw, you're doing great, Leanne. So you guys, I'm not special. I'm not a psychic or a medium. I'm using intuition to test yes or no. I'm learning how to ask intuitive questions. Okay, I teach you how to do this in my guide. Okay, we've just forgotten to ask. When we're little kids, we ask a million questions. Why? But then we're told to not ask anymore. Shh, stop, you're too much. So as adults, we forgot how to ask. Okay, ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door will be open to you. Why? Why do I have this chest pain, God? What is it? Is it physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed? Do I need to know more? Why? Okay? That's been cleared. Good job, Leanne. That's been cleared. Does she need another key? Okay, no. Does she need another key for her depression? No. Okay, will she feel better today? Yes. Beautiful, Leanne. That was it. User, why am I not happy? Well, you know why. Okay? But you can know and get to the root cause in seconds. Aw, thank you, Pat. Hey, Pat. It's so good to see you, brother. I love that you teach too. I wish I actually learned French in high school and then I totally forgot it. I can only count in French. So I would watch all your videos. You're welcome, Leanna. Okay. How are you feeling? 10 being the worst, 0 being the best now, so that we can all send you love. So you guys, we worked with Kelly. Kelly went from an 8 pain to a 0 in minutes. We worked with Leanne, right? Testing truth. Not my truth, her truth. I did not heal her. I held sacred space for her body to communicate why she was feeling depression. Okay? And her body knew exactly what to tell her. And you could do the same thing. Okay? Cece, are you here? So you guys, thank you for tapping the screen. We're getting so close to our goal of 100K. Thanks for sharing. Why can't I find a lifelong romantic relationship? Most likely it's because there is an emotional trauma, something in childhood. There's something in you that needs to be shifted so that you can call in your match. Hey, Cece. So you guys, when it comes to relationships, you're literally attracting what you feel like you deserve. Okay, and if you feel unloved or not worthy of love, okay, you're going to attract that equal match that's not going to treat you right. But when you know your worth and you know your value and you're a freaking queen, like boss queen, you are going to attract your match. You're going to attract someone who knows his worth, who knows he's a king and wants to meet his equal. Okay? So we have to change the frequency in us to attract what we're wanting. Cece, hey queen. So we're holding sacred space for Cece. So user 243, I'm not here to fix anybody because nobody is broken. These keys will help you unlock your truth, which will set you free. Your truth is you're so worthy. You are an eternal being living in a physical body, experiencing these things for lessons to learn and to develop, okay? We just have to go back and tell ourselves the truth and clear the distortion. Thank you, Preet. We're just clearing the distortion so that we can have truth, okay? Truth will set you free. So make sure you guys get my free guide. Make sure you're following me because I teach you these things for free. Okay, so Cece, we're working with Cece. She has 9-10 pain. She's been dealing with endometriosis, okay? Yes, clearing, not healing. So Cece, I have permission? Yes. So I'm going to use the keys just like I would anyone, just like you can. Hold on, you guys. I got to block the bots. Okay. So what's the first key? Are we dealing with her endometriosis first? Okay, yeah. So we're actually asking her body, what is this and where does she need to work on this? Physical, emotional, spiritual. Okay, so the first key, Cece, is spiritual. Okay, unclean spirit, demonic, a hex, a curse, fiery dart. It's spiritual. Unclean spirit, demonic, fiery dart, a curse, a hex. Do we need to know exactly what it is? Yes. Generational. Is this spiritual? Is this past life? I am Heather. So something tied to past life. So this is actually something past life. This is something past life. Is it the persecutions cross? Is it karma? This is so sorry. This is new to me. I'm not getting exactly what it is. Does she know? Does she know? Yes. So Cece, what do you feel when I say that this is spiritual or something past life? What comes to your mind? And nothing's wrong. Just say exactly what you feel. Thanks, Raspberry. Thank you, Hustle Hard. Yeah. Lightworker, I could put you on the bottom of my list. So Cece, I know that I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but when you think of spiritual, what do you think? What's coming to your mind? Are you still here, Cece? Cece, oh, yeah. Okay. So what's coming to your mind? I know I'm putting you on the spot. And don't say I don't know. Can we know what the next key is? No, we have to know this key first. Thanks for the... Jason, how are you, brother? Or Milla, will Brian or when I get married? Will Brian or when I get married? So you guys, I'm not a psychic or a medium. That's not how this works. If you want to know, get my free guide and stop asking other people to heal you, to fix you, to tell you it's wrong, okay? I'm doing one-on-ones just to show people how this works, but I'm not healing anyone. It feels like grief and anger. Okay, this endometriosis, grief and anger, is this multiple lifetimes? Yes, okay. Is this what it is? Okay. Okay, perfect. So this grief and anger is the emotion that's trapped in, right? Endometriosis. So that's uterus. So what I want you to do is I command this grief and anger that's trapped in my body to leave in all timelines, in all dimension, in all space. And I just want you to breathe unconditional love into your body, into your womb, and then breathe out the pain, release the grief, release the anger. Okay, is there another key? Physical, emotional, spiritual. So spiritual again. Oh, that's what it was. It was deceiver. Okay. Okay, so deceiver is it's a demonic entity, but it shapeshifts. So sometimes it can look like an angel. Some kids have imaginary friends, right? And so it pretends to be something it's not. So that's why I wasn't testing it, because it was shifting. So it's a deceiver. Do we need to know when it attached? Yes. So age 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through 15, age 10. So at age 11 is when this deceiver spirit, are there more than one? No. Attached to you. Does she need to know the emotion? Yes. Did something happen at age 11, Cece? It's okay if you don't remember, and it's okay if nothing did happen. It could just be an emotion. Back page 60 through 70. 60 through 70, 60, 61, 62, 63. Okay, unreceived. So at age 11, it was unreceived. This could be love unreceived, safety unreceived, support unreceived. I'm a tomboy and my mates stopped hugging with me. Okay. So this is what happened at age 11, and this is when that deceiver came in. So this is how you clear it. Hanging with you. Okay. Do we need to know more? No. Okay. So we're just going to, I command this deceiver spirit, demonic entity to leave my body now. I remove any tracers and trackers and I become invisible. It cannot find me ever in any timeline, in any dimension, in any space. Okay. You can say in the name of Jesus. And then I want you to see your 11-year-old self. And I want you to tell her the truth about that love unreceived, that support, that safety. She needs to know the truth now from you about that. She needs to know unconditional love. She needs to know that she is supported by you, that you never left her, okay? That you created the safety. You will create the safety in her now, okay? So remove all the distortion from her. Have her see the truth, okay? And that will clear this for you. Good job, okay? So you guys, we are working with CC, endometriosis. We're asking her body why, okay? What is causing this? And her body will tell her exactly why, and then she's clearing it, okay? Okay, with it being a deceiver, would it affect the body in random pain and issues? Yes. So I was working with the deceiver spirit and I had neck pain and then it would shoot down my shoulder and then to my elbow and it like kept moving around. And I didn't understand. And then I kept seeing it differently too. So what it's trying to do is trying to like move so you can't clear it, right? It's trying to be sneaky, like, oh, you can't find me, right? And so that's why I remove all the tracers and trackers and I make myself invisible. Like you cannot see me and you cannot find me. And then we are dimensional, multi-dimensional beings. So I clear all timelines, all dimensions, and all space. Because familiar spirits, they follow you. They know when you, right, reincarnate. They know your family line. They know why you're here, right? And so they just try to create like a thorn. Like they try to prevent you from bringing these gifts into the world. Now, don't take my word for it. You learn intuition and start asking the questions too. Okay, to see if this is true for you. Cece, how are you feeling? She needs another key. Yes, physical, emotional, spiritual, so generational. So right now we're testing specifically for the endometriosis. So generational from your dad's side. How many generations back does she need to know? No. Does she need to know the emotion? Yes. Front page. 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20 through 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So helplessness. So helplessness, generational. Wow, there is a theme today. So Cece, I want you to close your eyes. Command this generational trauma of helplessness that's in your body to leave. It's not yours. Okay? And then fill your body with unconditional love. That helplessness is not yours. Okay? And then witness the healing. Witness that leaving your body and being healed generationally. Okay. Does she need another key for her endometriosis? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. So absorbed. Oh, hold on, guys. Kelly, she says, amazing, still no back pain, almost tingly. So now I keep asking other questions. Yeah, so Kelly, as you start, right, clearing things, your body's now, oh, wow, she's listening to me. So now your body's going to start communicating more things, right? It doesn't mean that that pain that you cleared is coming back. It means the messenger has more messages to tell you. And then you just use the keys and you keep clearing. All right. Cece, how we doing? Does she need another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. Oh, yeah. Absorbed. Absorbed. A little better. Good. And you guys, we have to trust integration. Okay? Dr. Emoto, when he would pray or bless water, it took a whole hour for the water molecules to change its structure. We are water. So it could take up to an hour or longer for integration to occur. And our bodies can only do so much at a time. So this is why we need to start communicating with our bodies, because our bodies will tell us how much we can clear. So now absorbed energy. Does she need to know more? Yes. Does she need to know the age or who it was from? Just the emotion. Front page, back page. So there's absorbed energy that's stuck in there. Front page 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20 through 30, 20, 21, 22, 23. So grief. So grief. This is absorbed grief. This is not your grief. This is grief that you took in, and it's sitting in your womb, okay, causing the endometriosis. So we're going to command the grief that is not yours to leave your body. Okay? Mel, once you have cleared it, it is gone forever. Does that mean the pain goes away forever? No, because pain is just a messenger. So some people have chronic neck pain or chest pain or shoulder pain. That's just where the messenger pokes you. It's not that you have chronic neck pain or chest pain or shoulder pain. It's just that's where the messenger taps you on the shoulder. Hey, I'm here. And you're like, oh, okay. What is it? Thank you. It clears. The shoulder pain goes away. Okay. And then when the messenger comes back, she taps you on your shoulder. Okay. It's not the same pain. It's just another message. Yes. All right, Cece, clearing that grief. It's not yours. Filling it with unconditional love. Does she need another key for her endometriosis? No. Does she need to test again? Yes. In 1 week, in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks. And so in 4 weeks, Cece, that is when you will retest, okay? So it's going to take your body 4 weeks to integrate this clearing. Then your body will tell you what it needs to clear now. Does that mean the endometriosis is gone forever? It could be. Or it could be that your body needed to clear and integrate these things first before it could clear the next thing and the next thing. Does this make sense? So remember I told you my husband, right, has severe anxiety and depression. It took 15 years for him to get to a safe space where he could finally have one memory of a sexual trauma and clear it, right? Does that mean that his body is free of anxiety and depression? No, it means he needs integration, and then we can ask more. So your body knows exactly what it needs to clear and how often. And we're just going to trust that. Good job, Cece. How 10 was the worst pain. Where are you at now, though? So I got you can get to a 4 pain today. Oh, we didn't say anything about the weight gain, but we could test that. So Cece, let me know when you get to a 4. So weight gain, you can ask, oh, you're at a 6? Good job. So a 10 to a 6. So you will get to a 4 today. I don't know if you'll go to a 0, but within the next 4 weeks, you can clear even more. So you guys, weight gain, you can ask your body, why do I have this weight? Is it physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed? It could be multiple keys. Your body will tell you. So I always feel when I need a Reiki session because I feel like I need to release or I am blocked. And so that is a limiting belief that you need that in order to clear or block. The truth is you just have to ask your body which key will unlock your truth. The second the messenger tells you, you can clear it. And you can clear it through breath, unconditional love, crying, right? You could move your own energy if you want to. But the truth is the second your body tells you what it is, it can clear. Okay? Martha. Martha wants to do financial and weight. Are you still here, Martha? You guys, make sure if you're following, get my free guide. If you want to learn exactly how I'm doing this with each key. Hey, Seraphim. Welcome. I love your name. So if you guys want to learn exactly how to do this, I do sell a $27 guide. It will be going up to $47. I don't know when it was supposed to go up, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer for more people to get it. What do I call this kind of healing modality? It's called the truth code. It's your intuition. It is your gift from God that never lies, always tells the truth. Okay? So this system works with your gift, not mine, not anybody else's. This eliminates external validation. It goes straight to source for you. So your body knows exactly what you need. Okay? So if you're new here, okay, the truth is that you have been lied to. You have been told to silence your truth. When you silence your truth, you silence the messenger. Okay, the messenger is here to help you. It's your intuition. As a child, you knew exactly how to listen to the messenger. You cried when you needed to. You had tantrums when you needed to. You knew how to ask for help, right? As adults, we've silenced our truth for so long, we don't even know. Every time you've asked, you received. Every time you prayed, God answered. So the 7 keys that I give you for free are just keys to unlock truth quicker. So it looks like this. Martha, are you still here? Bells, Joanna, Valerie. So it looks like this, you guys. When you have back pain, okay, Joanna, Bells. Okay, perfect. Bells, it's Bells and then Joanna. You guys, we're almost at 100,000. Good job for hitting those likes. So let me just pin Bells. So this is what it looks like, you guys. If you have chronic pain, if you don't know why you have toxic relationships, if you don't know why you're broke, okay, the 7 keys just unlock your truth quicker. So when you have your intuition that never lies and it tests with a 99.9% accuracy, all you're doing now is saying, what is the block? Where is it? What do I need to know? Is it physical? Is it emotional? Is it spiritual? Is it generational? Is it past life? Is it absorbed? Your body will tell you. And it could be multiple keys, okay? But your body will tell you. That is your gift. Wrong Bells. Oh, there you go. This Bells. Sorry. I did that before once. Thanks for correcting me. All right, so Bells. I have permission to test Bells, and this is your womb, right? Yes. So this is how it works. Key number 1 is your body will tell you. So become aware of what the problem is, and then you're going to ask which key. Is it physical? Bells. Is it physical, emotional, spiritual, past life, absorbed? So it's, let me put her down here. Bells, physical, emotional, spiritual. So the first key I got for Bells is spiritual. Okay? If you're new here, I tell you exactly what the keys are. Make sure you get my free guide. So is it spiritual good? It's spiritual bad. When I mean bad, I mean it's just a demonic and unclean spirit, a hex, a curse, a deceiver. Okay, so that is the theme today. It's a deceiver spirit. Do we need to know when it was attached? Yes. Age 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through 15, age 10, age 11, age 12, age 13. Does she need to know the emotion? Yes. So age 13, 50 through 60, 61, 62, 63. Worthless. So age 13, worthless. Okay. Stuck in the womb. That's where it anchored in. Does she need to know more? Nope. So you can clear that. Oh, hey, Martha, you're here. Okay, we'll do you next, Martha. I didn't see ya. So Bells, I want you to breathe in unconditional love into your womb. Command this worthless energy that you felt at age 13 to leave your body. You guys, there's a link in my profile for you to get the free guide. Okay? And to get my $27 guide. And to join my spiritual mastery course. Bells, I want you to command this deceiver spirit that's attached to your womb to leave now. I become invisible to you. You cannot see me. You cannot find me. I release and remove any tracers or trackers. I become invisible in any timeline, in all dimensions, in all space. In the name of Jesus, name of God, name of Creator, whatever you guys want to say. There's no right or wrong way, okay? And then I want you to see your 13-year-old self, and I want you to tell the truth about what she was feeling when she was 13. What did you need to hear? And that will be cleared. And that was it. Thank you. Bells, that was it. One thing. That's a big one though. A deceiver feeling worthless, trapped in your womb. So let us know as you keep breathing, right, how that feels. And let us know if a 10-10 is the worst pain when that drops, okay? All right, Martha. See, it just takes one thing, you guys. Yay, we got to 100K. Thanks, you guys. We did it. Thanks for sharing. Make sure you get my free guide and make sure you share it with everybody, okay? This is free information that needs to be shared because it's pure, unadulterated, undistorted truth. Yeah, legs. Okay, Martha, you ready? So Martha has, it's financial and weight gain. So does her body want to work on the weight gain? Financial. So your body wants to work on financial. Okay. So we're going to do financial. So if you guys are watching this and you're interested in understanding why you're broke, why you can't make that extra buck, why you're stuck in poverty, your body can tell you. Okay. Your body will tell you exactly why you are not getting the money you want. And this is why you cannot spiritually bypass manifestation. So this is why people who win the lotto, they lose all their money because they haven't learned the lessons they came here to learn about money. Money is just spiritual, okay? And I'm here to tell you that a lot of money is tied to your worth and your beliefs, okay? And when you recognize that you are more powerful than all the money in the world, what's in your bank account does not equal your worth. If you have $0 in your bank account right now, it means nothing about your worth. Okay? You are worth more than all the rubies and diamonds and gold. It has nothing to do with your worth. It has everything to do with what you believe you deserve. Okay? So, Martha, I have permission to test Martha. Yes. Okay. Why does she have this financial block? Martha, what do you want to make in a month? What's your goal? Like 5K, 10K? Bells, don't worry. The second bells will still get you, okay? We'll still get you too. We'll get both of you guys. Martha, if you hit the jackpot, can you buy me a tummy tuck? So 10K. So that's pretty doable, right? 10K a month. So we're going to ask Martha's body, why she can't make 10K a month? Is it physical? It's emotional? It's spiritual. Okay. So the first key is spiritual. Okay. It's spiritual. Unclean spirit, demonic. Is it bad? No, it's the good. So it's the good. Okay. So she needs something good to manifest this 10K. Does it have to do with her capacity? Okay. Prayer, consecration, ritual. So in order to manifest the 10K, your body does want you to do a ritual. So in my 40-day, I do a 40-day money ritual. Ritual is just setting intentions for that money, right? Maybe setting up a money altar. But that was the first thing your body wanted you to know. Was it spiritual, ritual? Okay. So now show us the next key. Physical, emotional, spiritual. So generational. So generational is the next key. Remember, you can have fears, phobias, money blocks, poverty mindset in your DNA. So from mom, this is generational from dad. Okay, what is the emotion? Does she need to know the emotion? 50 through 60, 61, 62, 60. Okay, worthless. So generational worthless. Okay. If you feel worthless, do you think that you'd be worth money? Value? So you're going to command this worthless energy to leave your body. That's been generationally passed down. I command this worthless emotion that's passed down generationally to leave my body. Okay? Does she need another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. Absorbed. So she has absorbed beliefs about money? Yes. She has absorbed beliefs. Does she need to know When? Yes. Age 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through 15, age 15, age 16. At age 17, okay, you absorb some beliefs about money from your dad. Okay, what was the emotion around that? Low self-esteem. Low self-esteem. Okay, so you're going to command this low self-esteem to leave your body. It's not yours. I command this low self-esteem to leave my body. It's not mine. So you guys, when you're clearing money blocks, it's not pain. So it's a witnessing. It's an imagining. It's a feeling, the energy moving and clearing. Okay. Sometimes though, when you hit the nail on the head, you'll actually feel a sharp pain out of nowhere. Right? Where can I get the email sent? So you can get the free guide that it's linked in my bio. Okay. The money, you guys, the money block is not in the free guide. That's in the $27 guide. So if you want to know exactly how to clear your money blocks, what questions to ask, okay, it's in my $27 guide. Does she need another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, absorbed. So there's multiple absorbed energies around money. Yes, 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through 15, 15 through 20, 15. So there's 16 absorbed energies around money. So I command those absorbed energies that are not mine to leave my body around money. Breathe in unconditional love, clear. Does she need another key? No. Okay. Is her capacity for 10K open? Yes. So now that the capacity is there, we have to ask, are there any belief systems that she needs to clear? No. Or is there anything spiritual? No. So now all you have to do, Martha, is you have to now be open to how am I going to receive this money and trust that it's going to come in. Ask, what steps do I need to take? Do you need to create a program, a course, right? What are the pathways for money to come in? And to trust that that's going to come in. And then the second that you feel or you start seeing that money come in, I want you to just embrace it, love it, right? Trust that you're worthy of it. My free guide explains how to start tapping into your intuition and using the 7 keys. Okay, the $27 guide teaches you how to tap in and what questions to ask when it comes to money blocks. Okay? Martha, I think you're pretty, I don't know what you're making, but I think you're making more than most, right? All right. Okay. Joanna, are you still here? Yeah. So you guys, money blocks. Anyone in the chat single asking for myself? Okay. So Joanna, how are we doing on time? Okay. So we have Joanna, Valerie, Danny, Mel, Lightworker, Bells. Okay. So I'm going to do these a lot quicker just for time. So if you guys haven't gotten my free guide, make sure you get my free guide. Make sure you're following me. Don't lose me. Okay. And then if you can, share the free guide with as many people as you know. Think of 5 people who need it. If you don't know, close your eyes. Say, God, who needs this guide? And he will show you. Learn the information. Stop seeking external validation, please. Okay. You need to know this information. Your truth, not mine, your truth. Okay, so Joanna, I have permission. Yes, she's dealing with weight. Valley View, you can use whatever you want, but I have been told that people need to stop using pendulums, dowsing rods, anything outside of yourself. Okay, so if you can trust that your body knows how to speak to you, you will tap more into your intuition too, right? So you can use whatever you feel called to, but I want you to at least start practicing the free guide, how to use your body to test yes or no, right? Because there's a disconnect between your body and your trusting your intuition. So you gotta ask your body what needs to be cleared for me to start trusting my body knows, okay? Okay, Joanna has weight. Can I test Joanna? Yes. It's physical, emotional, spiritual. Spiritual, unclean, demonic. Is it bad? Her waking is bad. It's good. Ascension, integration. Okay, so you are dealing with ascension integration right now. protection. So some of that weight is protection. Okay. That's just for you to know. If it's good, then I know that there's nothing I need to clear for that. Okay. Does she need prayer, consecration, just integration? Okay. Let's tap into her weight. Does she need another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual. So generational from your dad. Does she need to know more? Nope. So I clear this generational trauma from my body that's causing weight gain. I remove it from my body. All timelines, dimensions, and space. And just breathe in unconditional love. Okay? Feel the energy coming into your body, clearing that energy. Does she need another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. Persecutions cross. I knew it. So how do you clear the persecutions cross? You command it to leave your body in all timelines, dimensions, and space. So I have been helping hundreds of people with the persecutions cross. This is for women and men who know that they are supposed to be leaders. You've experienced trials and traumas in this life, not because you did something wrong, but it was intentional to prepare you for your calling in this life. Okay? So you are being prepared for this moment now to step into your spiritual gifts, to be seen and to be heard. People who experience the darkness, right? They are here intentionally to bring the light, right? To transmute the darkest, hardest pains and trials. So I want you to feel all of the energies, call in all of the energies, all the pains that happen to you. I want you to call all your energy back in all timelines, dimensions, and space. And then see yourself stepping into your purpose. So this weight gain is almost like a protection, fear of being seen, fear of being heard, knowing that you're meant to step into leadership. So the second you step into that, the weight will go away. Okay? You're just kind of being protected in this little cocoon right now until you feel safe enough to be fully seen and fully heard. Does she need another key? Nope, that was it. Joanna? Okay, let us know how that's resonating. So for those of you guys, I see you. If you're not okay, most people aren't. Most people are barely hanging on by a thread. Okay, because we've been silencing ourselves for so long. When every time you silence your truth, you put your light out. You put your light out long enough. You hide your light under a bushel. Okay, the light will go out. So we have to stop doing that. We have to start speaking our truth. Claiming our power, okay? Using our gift to heal ourselves. Okay, Valerie, are you here? Joanna, how you doing? Valerie, Danny, Mel, D. Valerie, okay, you're here. Perfect. All right, let's pin Valerie. Joanna, how you doing? Joanna, let us know in the chat how you doing. Okay, Danny, perfect. So, Danny, you're right after Valerie. So perfect. So you guys, thanks for tapping that screen still and sharing. Guys, don't forget to get the $27 guide. It will be going up to $47, okay? Okay, perfect. Mel, you're right after Danny. So perfect. All right, so we're going to go through Valerie real quick. Hers is weight too and financial. Okay, so Ruth, what does it mean to be feeling anxiety or stomach pain? Okay, you need to use the keys. Your body's trying to tell you. Oh, that makes sense, Joanna. She said, I have been debating what direction to take in leadership. The second that you know, so this persecution's cross, when you clear it, okay, that is calling all your power back. And it is also clearing your voice, being seen and being heard fully. So the second you clear that and you see yourself stepping into that leadership, that weight is going to come off, okay? You're going to claim it and you'll know exactly what direction you need to take. So you got to let go of all the fear of being seen and being heard. And you do have spiritual gifts and people need your gift, okay? Yep, that's a big one, Joanna, fear of being seen. So that's where the weight is. It's just protection. The second you can get to the root, so I had that fear too. So my fear was being seen, speaking spiritual things, right? I was a public speaker. I'm an author. I traveled around the world teaching. I was like, I don't have a fear of being seen. Yes, I did. I had a fear of being seen as a spiritual teacher, teaching about demonic entities, teaching about past lives, generational trauma, right? That's what I was afraid of. But the second that I spoke my truth, everything changed. The money came, okay? The money came. The freedom came, okay? You will lose the weight. I had 15 extra pounds on me when I was in corporate because I was afraid to step fully into my gift of my own business, okay? It's just protection. All right, Valerie's dealing with the same thing, weight and financial. Let's ask, is it physical, emotional, spiritual? So generational from your dad. Multiple generations, yeah. More than 5, yes. So lifetimes of generational patterns that need to be cleared. Is her weight gain attached to her financial too? Yes, Valerie. Front page, back page, 50 through 60, 61, 62. Okay, so worthless. So command this worthless energy that's been passed down generationally in lifetimes, okay, to be cleared from your body in all timelines, dimensions, and space. Does she need another key? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual. Good side, bad side. A demon, a hex, a curse, a deceiver. Demon. I am Heather. Spiritual. Okay, so demonic entity. Okay, demonic entity. Does she need to know when it was attached? Yes. 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through 15, 10. At age 11. Does she need to know the emotion? Yes. Front page, back page, 50 through 60, 61, 60. Worthless. So worthless. Can I change mine to spiritual gift blockage? So these are all connected. So Valerie, it's all connected. So we could definitely do that. Demonic at age 11, worthless. So how do you clear that? I command this demonic entity to leave my body in all timelines, in all dimensions, in all space. I remove any tracers or trackers. I become invisible. You cannot ever find me. I clear the worthless energy that I had when I was 11. See yourself at 11. What did she need to hear? Okay. What did your 11-year-old self need? You're going to tell her that. Okay. Once she is healed, when she knows the truth, okay, that will have been cleared. Does she need another key? Does she need another key for her spiritual gifts? Okay, does she need another key for her weight gain? No. For financial? No. So spiritual gifts is the next. What key does she need to awaken her spiritual gifts? Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. Persecutions cross. Okay, persecutions cross, same thing as Joanna. We have to clear the persecutions cross. The persecutions cross, you guys, is tied to people with past lifetimes who've been silenced for truth. Those are teachers, healers, witches, mediums, psychics, political leaders, right? Silenced for bringing truth into the world multiple lifetimes. This is a lifetime for you to clear that. Okay, this is a life that you experienced traumas as well. This was not an easy lifetime. It wasn't detrimental. It wasn't supposed to be something to punish you. It was in preparation for what you're supposed to bring to this earth. Okay? And so you've gone through those trials and traumas. Now it's preparation to step into your spiritual gifts fully. And so you have to release the fear of being seen and heard. You have to recognize that all the traumas and trials were for your preparation. It's your power. You're not a victim, you're a survivor. So you need to take that survivor energy, right? Become Wonder Woman. See the phoenix rising through the ashes and you're like, you tried to break me, you tried to silence me, but you only made me stronger. Yes, Valerie. So you are now reclaiming, stepping fully into your spiritual gifts and purpose. The second you do that, the second you stop being afraid to be seen and heard, okay, the weight will come off. Weight is just a protection. It's a cocoon, okay? It's just protecting you from the things that you can't speak out because you're afraid to be seen and to be heard. So the second you do that, the weight comes off. It doesn't need to protect you anymore, okay? Does she need another key? Nope, that was it. Good job, Valerie. All right, Danny, you're on deck. Ooh, just hit my funny bone. So we're going to do Danny, Mel, Lightworker, Bells. Okay? So you guys, make sure you're following me. Make sure you get my free guide. You're so welcome, Miss V. Okay, Danny. So you guys, I'm done with the list today, but make sure you're following me and get my free guide because I teach you. You have to learn this information for yourself, right? I'm not a psychic, a healer, a savior. I teach this information for free so that you can do this work on your own. Emma, I didn't see your question, love. All right, so Danny, I have permission. Yes, physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. Danny, what are we treating? So the first thing is generational from your dad. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Make sure you get my free guide. Follow. We are using the 7 keys to take people from a 10-10 pain to a 0. Yeah, it must be filtered. Yeah, Mr. Plummet, you need to get the keys so you can know exactly why. So Danny, what are we working on? Because I didn't write that down. And then Mel, are you still here? So you guys, I think I'm getting things. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, Mel's here too. Danny, I'm not seeing. Okay, PTSD, chronic menstrual pain. Okay, are these all attached to the same thing? No. Okay, what's priority? PTSD, chronic menstrual pain. We just need to do overall keys. So for you, Danny, we're just going to do overall keys. What's the first key? It's generational from your dad. Front page, back page. You need to know the emotion. 50 through 60, 60 through 70. I am Heather. 50 through 60, 51, 60 through 70. Okay, 61, 62. Worthless. My goodness, you guys. Worthless. Okay. Worthless. My goodness, you guys. Worthless. Okay. Mr. Plummet. So get my free guide. I list the 7 keys and then I teach you how to use them. So Danny, command this worthless energy to be cleared from your body in all timelines, in all generations, in all space. Okay? I remove this worthless energy. Fill it with unconditional love. What's the next key? Physical, emotional, spiritual. Is it the good? It's the bad. Unclean spirit, demonic, hex, curse. There was a curse put on you. You guys, curses can only be put on you if you allow them to and you accept them. So as children, we don't know, right? Sometimes our parents even curse at us. We hate you. Why are you so dumb? We have kids bully and curse us. Our words are curses. So somebody cursed you at age 11. Ooh, it was your dad. Age 11, your dad cursed you. Okay? It could be a curse, unintentional, but our words produce power, okay? That's why they say don't curse in the Bible. Don't curse. Worthless. Worthless again. That was what you felt. You felt worthless. And so when your dad said whatever he said at age 11, it was a curse and you accepted it. You accepted that you were worthless. Yes, that is true. Life and death lie on the tongue. I had a blessing that was given to me. It said, you choose your words wisely, for in them lie the seeds of life or death. Oh, Danny. So how do you clear a curse? Well, first you command the curse to be cleared. And then you see that 11-year-old self. You see her and you tell her the truth. What did she need to hear from you? What was the truth about that situation? Okay? And you heal that by telling yourself the truth. When you're 11, you do not have the mental capacity to recognize that the words that an adult is saying to you, right, if it's true or not, because your brain isn't fully developed. So we decide what the truth is for us. And usually it's, you're right, I am worthless. You're right, I am not good enough. And then we live our life with these belief systems encoded into our DNA. And then our reality mirrors what we believe inside of ourselves. Okay? So, once you tell yourself, your 11-year-old self, the truth about that, okay, that will be cleared. What's the next key? Physical, emotional, spiritual. So generational again, from your dad. Do we need to know how many generations back? No. What's the emotion? Front page, back page, 50 through 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Love unreceived. And so on top of that, your dad had love unreceived passed down to him, and then he passed that down to you. So I'm going to have you clear. I clear the generational love unreceived from my body. I fill it with unconditional love. I clear that in all timelines, dimension, and space. Does she need another key? Nope. So that was it, Danny. But that was a lot. How are you feeling? Hopefully you're feeling good. Hopefully this clearing is feeling really good. Okay, Mel, you're up. Danny, let me know, 10-10 being the worst, how you start to feel, okay? Same with Valerie, Joanna. Okay, how are you guys feeling? Okay, Mel. So Mel, what specifically are we working on? I know you said that your son... Oh, Danny, incredible. Thank you. Emotional, but a relief. I cried. It was so tingly. Yes. Good job, Danny. So if we could all send Danny so much love, right? She did the work. All I did was hold sacred space and give her truth to unlock the healing. So Mel has Hashimoto's. Ooh. Okay. So Mel, Hashimoto's anxiety ear ringing. Okay, that is her body telling her there's something here. Okay, Hashimoto's is from silencing your truth for a very long time. Okay, there has been a message there for a while, but when we silence it long enough, right, it gets worse and worse. So, are all these connected? Is ear ringing separate? Yes. Hashimoto separate? Yes. Are they all three separate? So your ear ringing and the other thing are connected. The Hashimoto's is separate. So we're going to ask your body what it wants to treat first. Is it the Hashimoto's? Ear ringing. What was the other one? Anxiety. So your body wants to treat the anxiety first. Okay? Your body knows exactly what it needs to do first. So your body wants to work with the anxiety first. So we ask, what is this anxiety? Is it physical, emotional, spiritual, generational? From your dad? Does she need to know more? Yes. How many generations back? 5 through 10, 10 through 15, 15 through 20. So 16. So this is lifetimes of generational, okay? This is not just this lifetime. It's generational lifetimes passed down from your dad. 50 through 60, 51, 52. Unsupported. So it's the feeling of being unsupported. Okay, so your dad passed that down to you of this feeling of being unsupported. This is what's triggering some of your anxiety. So you're going to command it to be cleared in all timelines, dimensions, and space. I clear this unsupported energy from my body now, and you fill it with unconditional love. Does she need another key for anxiety? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life, persecutions cross, karma, persecutions cross, karma, imprint. So it's imprinting of another lifetime. Yes. So it's an imprint. Is the imprint of the emotion of being unsupported. Yes. So it's this imprint. It's an imprint of another lifetime. So how do you clear an imprint? Again, I command, okay, this past life imprint that's on my life now of feeling unsupported to leave my body. Okay? Fill your body with unconditional love and truth. Okay? She's like, yep, it's past life for sure. Does she need another key for anxiety? No. When she clears this, will her anxiety go down to a 0? Yes. Today, yes. So you let us know, Mel, when that goes from a 10-10 to a 0. Okay? What's next? Her Hashimoto's ringing in the ears is next. So if you guys have multiple symptoms, you need to ask your body, are they all connected? If they are, you can treat them together. If they're not, you have to treat them separate because the messenger needs to tell you exactly what it is for each one. Okay? So ringing in the ears, physical, emotional, spiritual, ascension, integration. Yeah. So the ringing in the ears is ascension, integration. Is she blocked? It's just ascension. Okay? So that will go away. Okay? So whenever I have ringing in the ears and I know it's ascension or integration, I do and I just kind of help the energy move. Okay, hug a tree, ground. Okay, does she need to do anything else for ringing in the ears? No. Okay, so can we test for Hashimoto's? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational, past life. Hashimoto's is tied to past life. Is it karma? Is it persecution's cross? Okay, persecution's cross. So you've heard me already talk about this. So you now get to clear the persecution's cross in all timelines, dimensions, and space. I call all my power back to me in all lifetimes. I am now ready to be fully seen and to be fully heard and acknowledge that I have spiritual gifts and I'm meant to be a spiritual leader in this lifetime now. Okay. Kia, you guys, Kia is in my spiritual mastery course and she's testing too. I could tell. She's like, knew it. So the second that you step fully into alignment with your purpose and you claim those spiritual gifts, right? The Hashimoto's will help, will start to clear up. Good job. So she's like, wow, I'm shaking. That is the body just moving energy, you guys. Ascending, integrating faster. Okay. So she's clearing. I command this persecution cross to leave in all timelines, dimension, and space. Seeing all of her energy being called back to her, the phoenix rising through the ashes, her stepping into, seeing herself stepping into her spiritual gifts. Being fully seen and fully heard. Okay? Does she need another key for her Hashimoto's? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual. Okay. The good, the bad. Unclean spirit, demonic, hex, deceiver, curse, hex. So hex. So there's a hex that we need to clear. Again, curses and hexes do not work unless you accept them. Does she need to know more? Yes. What age? 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 5, 6. So at age 7, okay, there was a hex put on you. Does she need to know from who? No. Does she need to know the emotion? Yes. 50 through 60, 61. Okay, worry. Okay. This caused worry at 7. The free guide gets downloaded instantly. You guys, make sure if you are following me and you got my $27 guide or my free guide, make sure you get it out of spam and you star it. Because every time I do updates on the $27 guide, you will not get them. It will get sent right to your spam. So it's instant. If you didn't get it, you may have typed in your email wrong. Because if you typed in your email wrong, it won't go to you. So double check, make sure you put your email in correctly. Okay, it gets sent to you instantly. Yeah, you get it instantly. Okay, sometimes it goes to spam or junk or promotional mail. If it does, take it out and star it so that when I send you other information or emails or you purchase something, it goes into your email. So see yourself at 7 years old, Mel. Tell her the truth. What did she need to know about the worry? And then anything else. Does she need another key for her Hashimoto's? Nope, and that was it. Huge. Okay? Persecution's cross, a hex at 7, feeling worthless. Lots of generational stuff. So this is why it's important. This is what doctors cannot test, okay? Because it's spiritual. This is why this information is life-changing, because you have to remember your truth. Not my truth, your truth. You're welcome, Mel. Okay, light worker and then bells. Light worker, are you still here? And then bells. You're so, and then let me know how your pain, how you guys are feeling. Okay, light worker. All right. I have permission. Yes. Physical. And then what are we working on specifically, light worker? Yeah, if your mom is depressed, right, you need to send her the free guide. Say, hey mom, I think this free guide would really help you. Light worker, what are we working on? Blocked tubes and spiritual blockages. Okay. So blocked tubes. Are these fallopian tubes or like ear tubes? Okay. I have permission to test light worker. Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual generation, past life. Ooh, past life. Okay, this is for spiritual. Persecutions cross. Persecutions cross. So you're going to do the same thing, light worker. Okay? You're going to clear the persecutions cross. You're going to step fully into your spiritual gifts to be seen and to be heard. Does she need another key for her spiritual? No. Does she need another key for her tubes? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, unclean spirit, demonic, curse, hex, positive. Okay. So block tubes, I got the first key was spiritual, but it's not bad. It's like ascension, integration, prayer, consecration. So there needs to be some consecration around your tubes. Consecration. That is blessing, healing, consecrating. Okay? To be at full capacity. Does she need another key for her tubes? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. Past life. Karmic. Money, relationships, debts. Okay? So karmic debt needs to be cleared from your tubes. Karmic debt. I command this karmic debt that's implanted into my tubes to be cleared in all timelines, dimensions, and space. Does she need another key for her tubes? Yes. Physical, emotional, spiritual, generational. From your dad. Does she need to know the generations? No. Does she need to know the emotion? Yes. 50 through 60, 61, 62, worthless. Worthless. There's worthless generational energy tied to your tubes. So again, I command this generational worthless energy that's tied into my tubes to be cleared now. I fill it with unconditional love. I release this from my body in all timelines, dimensions, and space. Okay. Does she need another key for her tubes? No. Does she need another key for her spiritual gifts? Nope. That was it. That was it for now. How does that feel? Light worker. You guys, I do upload these lives on YouTube. So if I did do a hold sacred space for you, you could rewatch them on YouTube. You're so welcome. And nothing I did today was, I didn't heal anyone. I feel great. Good. Good job, Mel. Light worker. Yeah. Lots of tears. Tears are a great way to move energy and emotion. Is Bells with a Z still here? I feel bad. There were 2 bells. You are so welcome. Thank you, Hannah. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you're following me. Don't lose me. Get my free guide. Okay, we're going to start a community of truth tellers, truth seekers, right? There's no more distortion. There's no distortion in this community. Okay. Make sure you get the free guide. Share it with as many people as you can know. Learn this information so that you could teach it. Wow, Mel. I love that. Because Mel, I was just, right? She's like, what you told me validated everything I was intuitively feeling. Because all I was doing was talking with her intuition, her messenger, right? I wasn't doing anything magical or tapping into anything woo-woo, right? It's pure connection to source, no distortion. You guys can do the same thing, right? That is why I'm telling people, stop seeking external validation for everything. Stop asking everybody else, but the one person, right, who's connected to you, God, source, right? Ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door will be opened. Not in a week, not in a month, not in a year, not when I think you're ready. Okay, you are a child of God. The second you ask, he answers. The second you pray, he gives you an answer, but we've been taught to silence that. So we don't know. We've been lied to. But I'm here to tell you that there is truth, that when you ask, you will receive. Okay? That's second. Oh, Belle's had to go to work. Oh, thanks, Kia. So I'm teaching people how to restore their divine truth and connection to source. Okay? When you have that connection, you will never be gaslit. Okay? Nobody can pull a wool over your eyes, and you will know exactly what is wrong with you. Exactly how to fix what's broken. Exactly how to clear the distortion and the lies in the past, because that's all it is. Okay? You were never broken. You didn't understand truth because you didn't have the mental capacity to tell yourself the truth when you were little. So we have to go back in time, reconcile, right? Give ourselves the truth, recognize the lessons that we needed to learn, right? Reclaim our power, and now step into ourselves, into this moment now, fully healed, fully aware, fully activated, fully connected to source, to truth. Okay? And when you do this, you break yourself out of the matrix, you become truly free. You become truly free. No more pain, no more anxiety, no more depression, no more distortion, and no more lies, because you have a direct connection to pure source. Okay? It cannot lie, it cannot be deceitful, and it tests with a 99.9% accuracy. I love that, Blinn. So start with my free guide. You can literally take my free guide and the 7 keys and change your entire life. That is all you need. Okay, but if you want a little bit more help, a little bit more clarity, more structure, all the charts, that is where my $27 guide comes in. If you're past that and you want to go straight into spiritual mastery and learn about divine things, your spiritual gifts, your purpose, right? How to use these keys, not just for yourself, but for other people. You want to step into that role. Like, that is where my spiritual mastery course is. Okay. And you can find everything linked in my profile. I teach so much things for free. I teach you everything you honestly need to know to take it and run with it. Okay. Yeah. The spiritual ear ringing is, there's so many different things, but I would say most of it right now is ascension and awakening. But for some people, they're clear audio, right? They hear and they blocked it. So they have earaches or ear ringing, and it's not because it's in integration. It's because their spiritual gifts are trying to awaken and they keep blocking it. But you can know exactly what your body needs to heal itself, to repair itself. Okay, your intuition never lies. It knows exactly the truth. And it knows exactly in what order to take care of yourself. It knows exactly what food, what vitamins, what supplements, right? It knows everything. And it's free. It's absolutely free. It's our gift that everybody has. Everybody, this entire world has the same gift. And so when you can tap into that gift and just remember, okay, everything will change for you. I promise. So it's been so fun today, you guys. I will not be going live tonight. But I will be going live Saturday night, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and then not on Sundays. So Sundays are my rest days. If you want to join the Spiritual Mastery, I'm just going to plug this in. We are doing a 40-day money Kriya. This is my 3rd year doing it. And I can honestly say that every year I did it, I've almost doubled my income. Because when you set up ritual, right, which is in scripture, God did a 40-day fast before he stepped into his purpose, right? Ritual is intentional. So if you want to, that is included in the Spiritual Mastery. It's 40-day money ritual Kriya. So powerful. My mentor, who I learned it from, charges $500 just for Kriya. Okay, but it's included in my Spiritual Mastery course. If you feel called, it's for you. If you don't, it's not for you. Just trust that. Trust your intuition knows when you're ready. Okay, and if you're ready, I would love to welcome you into our group, into our community. All right, guys, love you so much. It's been such a pleasure. Have an incredible Friday. Bye, guys. If I can, it's not letting me hang up. Okay. Guys, I might just have to be on live forever. Guys, I might just have to be on live forever.